You might want to think twice before throwing out your old DVDs because they could be worth a small fortune. The format has become less popular since streaming giants like Netflix and Amazon Prime came along, but not for everyone. Some people are still attached to the physical discs and are even willing to pay good money to complete a collection. Rita Castrat, trends expert at the free reselling app Twig, told The Sun which DVDs could make you the most money. She said, "People don't realize how much wealth they have stacked up in their homes, but there really is treasure to be found everywhere. With the cost of living crisis, it could pay to be mindful of all the unwanted things they have at home that could be worth value." Twig will usually buy a DVD for around £15, but if you have a collection you're looking to get rid of, this could quickly turn into hundreds of pounds. To sell items using Twig, users upload a picture and description of the item they want to sell and Twig buys them directly from the seller. It provides a valuation based on the item's brand and condition. It means there's no haggling or bidding, like with other apps and websites like eBay, Depot, and Vint. Of course, bear in mind that the prices will vary depending on factors, like the condition of the items and demand at the time. There are lots of other second-hand apps that can help you to make extra cash. Most apps are free, but some may take a fee or a commission. Facebook Marketplace and eBay could be good places to try if you are wanting flog items like DVDs. You could even try sites like CEX and Music Magpie. For example, one dad of 6 made nearly £4,000 flogging old CDs and DVDs on Music Magpie. So what are collectors looking for? The Sun picked Rita's brain to find out her top tips for making the most money. If you have a collection of Blu-ray DVDs, then you could be quids in. Rita said these items can be particularly valuable because Blu-rays can be played on games consoles like an Xbox or a PlayStation. She added, if someone has ditched their DVD player, they could still have a games console to play them on, so it's worth considering selling them on. Twig buys Blu-ray DVDs for around £15, but you could get even more cash if you sold them elsewhere. We checked eBay to see how much Blu-ray DVDs have sold for. A rare Blu-ray edition of Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, for example, sold for £39.27 on eBay on April 13. While we couldn't find the DVD with the exact same cover for sale elsewhere, Amazon is currently selling Batman, The Dark Knight Returns on Amazon for just £6.99. While Elvis Presley in Concert 1977 sold for a whopping £86.99 on April 12 on the online marketplace. Rare editions are often worth more because they are no longer available to buy in stores. It's worth checking if you have a rare or limited edition DVD on marketplaces like Amazon or fan websites if it's a big movie franchise. If you want to check yourself, it's a good idea to make sure that the same was genuine and the item was real. To do this, take notice of the seller's reputation, including feedback and how long they've been on the platform for. Check if you have a complete series. Films that are part of a trilogy or a series can be popular with people looking to complete their collection. Rita said, you might not think that if you have the first Spider-Man film, for example, that this would be worthwhile to sell, but it could be pretty valuable to someone who wants to complete their collection. So if you don't have a complete movie franchise, that doesn't necessarily matter, because one installment could be just what someone else is looking for. Rita added that it's also a good idea to check upcoming cinema releases to see if another film in the series is coming out soon. Our pricing on Twig is dynamic and based on demand. So if a new Spider-Man film was coming out in the cinema, this could push up the price of the other movies in the series because people will want to catch up before seeing the new film. A limited edition of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray DVD sold for £96.58 on eBay on February 23 this year. While selling your DVDs is a great way to make extra cash, really high prices are often a rarity. But remember that if you have lots of DVDs to sell, selling a dozen items at a tenner each can quickly rack up. Don't bin the box sets. We mostly associate binge watching with streaming platforms nowadays, but some people still prefer a box set. Rita said, selling a complete series on the second-hand market can do really well, and often the more well-known something is, the better. I've seen demand for sci-fi shows in particular like Doctor Who and Star Trek. But there's also a trend for reality shows like Hell's Kitchen or dramas like House and The Sopranos. The Sopranos complete collection sold for £67.61 on eBay on March 17, while a similar box set with a slightly different cover sold for £54.73 on April 9. A brand new Sopranos box set can set you back a whopping £119.96 on Amazon. We also found a box set of the complete 9th season of Doctor Who from 2016 that sold for a huge £380 on March 20. Meanwhile, we spoke to a vinyl expert to find out the most valuable and rare vinyl albums worth up to £1,000, including Oasis. Plus, The Sun revealed the most valuable VHS tapes worth up to £3,000.